I hope you like jamming too. Jamming. What's up, Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights? Hope you're doing well, sir. Oh, oh dang it. What's up, JC and Catherine? How are you guys tonight? All right. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Having a good night? We're doing our best. I was trying to sleep, but I can't. JC says he's doing good. We've been busy. Yeah, my sleep schedule's screwed. I got up early today, though, and put applications in all day. And then I had to fucking take a nap. And I woke up and started streaming. Yeah. Sometimes it gets like that, man. I hope I got some good news coming. I don't know. But that's what we've been doing. And this little dog that somebody has here died. That kind of bummed me out too. I don't know. It just kind of shocked me, put me in shock. I hate to hear about fur babies, you know. P-Dubs, she's got a little thing going on with her toe, her paw. I call it her toe, but it's her paw. Yeah, she's got a bad toe again. Yeah, I was sorry to hear it too. I thought that dog looked strong, you know. I start wondering if somebody put some poison out here or any of that shit. What's up, Digital K? I start worrying about what's going on, you know. What's hurting these little dogs. So that bummed me out. But we're fighting, man. We've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. Going and trying to find work. Shit's fucking crazy. But yeah, hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you're under 18, you cannot be in my chat room because we're adulting, I guess. But nothing weird. Just, it's sunny in your house? Yeah, it is. What about you? Can you see the garbage through my lenses? Yeah. Yeah, it's super sunny in here. I'm glad you like it. Gypsy head. Or Gypsy tea, sorry. You must be high as a kite. Is this why you're covering your eyes? I'm not going to explain it to you, dude. I feel more comfortable with the bright overhead light on and sunglasses on, okay? It's perfect for streaming. If I was high, talking to you would ruin my buzz. You're harshing it. You're harshing my mellow, dude. Does it matter? I don't know. It's a good question. But, maybe it's bait for people who are so controlling that it bothers them that I'm wearing sunglasses in my room. I don't really see how it's important to any kind of business or conversation you and I have. But, we could debate that. So I wouldn't take it personal. You like the DumpStarr clothing styles? It's 80 to 110 for a shirt. I don't know anything about it. Disturbed stupefies a badass song. It is. I agree. Disturbed's pretty good. Seems like you need a cuddle mate. No, I'm already being accused of it. And I don't get laid. No one ever comes here. Just me and my dog and her sore foot. We're fucked. You can't talk. You can't, a cuddle mate. I need a fucking padded cell, to be honest with you. The fuck's on my bed? Blankets, a jacket, a dog harness, a weed rolling tray, some change, a couple bottles of paint, an empty water bottle, about 3/4 of a loaf of wheat bread, and then some paperwork, some discarded artwork, a jug of water, some more important papers, pair of scissors, about 5 paintbrushes, some chapstick, 1 roll of electrical tape, and an iPad. What up, LL Cool J? LOL Cool J? What's happening? Yeah, so there. That's what's on my bed. We could do this every day, too. You guys could try to guess. Take a look around through my lenses. And then I'll tell you. There's no open trash or... What's up, Crazy K? You ever smoked peanut butter breath? Yeah, I think I have once. I might get some, but not sure if it's good. Yeah, I think me and Dan was smoking some type of peanut butter or something or other. Maybe it wasn't breath, but I think, and it was fucking high grade. But then again, I've smoked Pineapple Express. Pineapple Express was pretty damn good too. But I think that's what me and Dan was smoking. I think that's one of the strains he picked. I think we got it in Reno too, or Sparks. Yeah. Dan's so awesome. Yeah, I think he picked peanut butter breath. And then, I think we had Tahoe Runts or something. I'm bad with names, man. But that rings a bell. We had another one called Animal Face. What do you say? I remember you guys had Animal Face too. Oh boy. Come on, man. Relax. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It was a waxing gibbet last night. That's more than 3/4, dog. I don't know. you look it up, it was, last night was a waxing gibbet. Whatever that means. That's the technical term. Chill out, P. I hope you like jamming too. You jamming? Jamming in the name of John. I guess I'll just try to refresh. A little refreshy fresh there. Yeah, hope everybody's doing good. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you're under 18, you got to get out of here. Your granny said to take off the hood and glasses. How old are you? I'm not taking off nothing. Oh, thanks, JC. That's nice of you, man. Thank you. Yeah. Might do a little bit more to it. To the hood on the jacket. I don't know. I don't know yet. I got so many things going through my head. And there's so many people trying to drag me into shit. It's crazy. Like, I don't want any fucking problems, but what do you do when the problems come to you? That's what's weird. I just smoked some Winter Wedding. It's a mixture of Triangle Kush and Animal Mint cookies. I'm a nephew. Look, it's Big Unc. What up, Big Unc? Stuck on the couch. That sounds like fun. I'm just so exhausted, man. I mean, I did some walking today, but still. Got me an energy drink here. I don't know. Doing the best we can. Trying to gain some inspiration, I reckon. What's my favorite energy drink? Arizona RXs. I like those Arizona RXs. What's yours? I mean, I like Monsters, but they are way too fucking sweet. They're way too sweet, dude. Yeah. I just don't feel good with that fucking bright light on. Dwight Shooter. Who you calling Unc? You remember the first time you heard Stairway to Heaven Stone? Kinda. I think it was, fuck, man. What's the name of that fucking movie they put out? Led Zeppelin. The song remains the same. You got Filthy Paws with Bigfoot. He's arching his back, cutting his toes, sounding like Chewbacca. I pump in his guts. What the fuck? How can you tell if a pig is hot? It's bacon. Okay. Bacon it is. Wait, how do you tell if a pig is hot? It's bacon. I don't know. Do you know who the Pops Poop Squatch is? Listen, dude, enough with this sexualization of Bigfoot. Yeah. Oh, there's our donation link. If anybody can help us out, We is short, short, short. And I think they're taking the benefits. We used to do this. And then we used to do this. My dog's a girl. She's awesome. We heard about another little fur baby dying today, and it's really sad. All up, why do you look like that? All up in your little face and shit like that. Oh my God. What the fuck? Get off the internet, you old geezer, you old sack. You should know about a sack. I'll lay it right on your fucking nose. Read that a little too good. Maybe it was my fault. My bad. I don't understand why you guys want to talk sexy talk about Sasquatch and all these other things, but luckily I can, just put it out of my mind. What's up, Frederick Garvey Johnson? Club Sport hoodies are nice, man. This one's Pro Club. No, I do not. AZKR6FF3__ pickle nose, head toe looking ass. Jake Smith, 1. I think the bots are off tonight. I don't know. It's crazy. Bro keeps his parents in the freezer next to the hot pockets. You look like 21 Savage. What's that other one band called? 21 Pilots. Don't you think 21 Savage ought to do a fucking song with 21 Pilots or whatever? That always messed me up, man. Any Pokemon? Nah, I ain't doing no Pokemon. Still working on type 3 diabetes? Of course. You know it, dog. What? Lots of bots saying lots of garbage. Yeah, I know, Shadow. And then Pokey Noob said, "Oh, Big Irish. What's happening, Big Irish? You like 21 Pilots? Why don't they do a song with 21 Savage? You guys touched on something here. So I think we should talk about it. Am I a zombie tard? Yeah, kind of fucking fugly and not very bright. Call it 21 squared. I'd call it 42. I'd call it 42. I'm getting high and this is hilarious. Well, I'm glad you're having fun at my, through my pain. 42 is funny, bro. You ever watch Beavis and Butthead? Hell yeah. I like Beavis and Butthead. Are you Bebop? Is that from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? How's the grout, brother? All better? I don't got no grout, but I can do tile work. If anybody wants to hire me, I'm in Carson City and I need work. I thought it was Dan from Roseanne. Well, if you squint your eyes, it kind of is. Except for plot twist, I'm Roseanne. So, I'm trying to get some devil's eggs. Me too, bro. Deviled eggs would be fucking fat right now. Imagine that for dinner. Some deviled eggs or egg salad sandwich. Put some crispy lettuce on it. It's the only time I like lettuce. It's when it's crisping up in there with the egg salad. What's up, 000 Shooter? Blumpkin. I eat corn the long way. So yeah, guys, maybe get a hold of Giddy this. He likes his corn long. It's dual survival. Oh, Cody Lundy. Big fan. Can't remember the other guy's name. Was it Joe or Bill or what was the other guy's name? Dude, I know I've watched every single Dual Survivor. I can't go on Facebook anymore. Tired of all the politics. Yeah, and the fucking ex fucking meth head chicks that fucking post all the time about vague and uninteresting fucking relationship problems. And no, I'm not a killer. I'm not any of those people you are accusing me of being. What drugs are you on? Still heroin like high school? Oh yeah. Yeah, I could imagine doing heroin in fucking high school. At Oak Glen. Good stuff. I reckon. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. You got a little egg salad right now with some crispy lettuce. And I mean, fuck it. If you're going to go that far, probably, I don't know what kind of bread to put it on. Something homemade, though, or bun. Potato IQ. Why are you even talking to those people? What people? I don't even remember what people you're talking about. You can't prove I was talking to them. What's up, Luke Crackwalker? Damn. No, he didn't. What's up, Tony Mac? How's it going? Snap. No, he didn't. Yeah, I don't even remember what we're talking about. There, little Punate. Little Punate Wexler. Hope you're all having a great night tonight. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. If anybody feels like donating, we're in trouble. I mean, what are you wanting to talk about? I mean, it's up to you, man. So, what are you guys feeling? Is there any advice I can give you? Are you guys excited about the Super Bowl? What do you think about the price of tea in China? Catherine's here. Bye-bye. Homeless in the crack house. Well, if you guys chill out a minute, I'll tell the mods to chill out a little bit. But, we have our address. My mods have PTSD, just like me. So what do you expect us to do? And we're aware also that you guys have like 1,500 fucking alts and shit. So I don't know. I guess. I mean, you guys can get pretty crazy. But if you chill out a little bit, maybe the mods will chill out a little bit. Am I a veteran? No. No, I never served. Thank you to everyone that did. Thank you for your service. I'm a big supporter of our military. I grew up with kids who were poor and they went in the military. And I understand that people go in there for a lot of different reasons. And I appreciate you guys protecting our country. And I just hope you always do the right thing. That's what I would say to the military. Like, if you're ever told to kill your fellow Americans, I hope you walk away. But I love you all. Grandma Wormtongue? I don't know. What are you doing? Talking to you guys, looking at the Ramones Facebook page. Pretty surreal when you think about it. What's wrong with this guy? I mean, we don't have enough time, dude. Many psychologists have tried, therapists, psychiatric care, clinical, at this point, what are you going to do? But yeah, we're just talking to you guys. You like the band Negative Approach? I haven't heard them. Let's look them up real quick. Give us something to do. Give me the short version. My aunt molested me. I told the principal in kindergarten the devil made me do it. That earned me 7 years. Going to therapy after school every day. And then there was more abuse. And then my mom married the ultimate abuser, stepdad. I mean, like, you can make a movie about it. He was the devil. And then, bad choices here and there. And then, put that over time. Here I am. How's that sound? Why would she marry him? I wish I knew. We all make mistakes. I think she wanted to be loved and looking for love in all the wrong places. Will the motel look you up better rates if you stay long? Fuck no. They don't even, I mean, like, I'm hanging by a thread, dog. Thanks, Trevor. Can you give me a shout out, Alex Bree? Do you have a bush? We definitely have bushes. You ever think about going to Alaska for work? Yeah, but I don't want to do ultimate fucking snow survival in the winter. But I mean, I'd love to come up there. But I don't know. It's something about Alaska makes me but I'm down if you're doing a bunch of work up there or something, maybe. Maybe we could go to Alaska. I kind of wanted to go with somebody too. Somebody told me we was gonna go to Alaska, but it never happened. Can you give my cousin a shout out? No, I'm not gonna shout him out. You got one out of me, and now you're done. I don't know if you're looking at a yard sale joke book or something. Is that what's going on? You got you a joke book from a flea market or something? Anyways, would you rather be stuck on an island? Well, Corey Feldman, of course. I don't want to be nowhere near fucking satanic fucking creeper fucking weirdo like that. Man, you got hidden too. Maybe we could just time out for a little bit, unless it's too crazy. Of course, though, too, it's not like Denny's in here all the time, and who is he? But I don't know. But we don't really usually say, Diddy in here, because he's a piece of shit and enough people's talking about it. So it might be why that happened. But I don't know. He's a piece of shit and enough people's talking about it. Yeah, my voice sounds a little bit better like that. I am drooping now. I see that much. Got like a droop thing going on. There you go. Well, Denny can come back. Oh, so this guy here, he wants banned, I guess. I don't know. I don't even forget the question at this point. Yeah, wig, I know. So that's what I'm saying. If you guys would meet us halfway and be a little bit cooler, then my mods wouldn't be banning you. But you guys are so vicious to us. I mean, I don't know why I'm even feeling sorry for you tonight, but like, I get it. It's a weird psychology. It's a weird game we're playing. And by the way, it wasn't my game. I'm here to talk to you and have a decent conversation. I got enough problems. But all this is kind of just going through me like watered down chicken soup, to be honest. It's 9 a.m. there. Is that India? What's up, Vishal? Yadav. Yeah, it's 7:23 p.m. on the West Coast. What's up, Kenneth? Haven't back to work today, can't move. You're all tired and shit now? Yeah, I walked around putting applications in. But it was just one depressing thing after another today. Hey Siri, is there a full moon tonight? This bitch starts talking about full moons from the past every time I ask this. What happened to Siri? Hey Siri, are you operating correctly? Do you know what day it is? Okay, so why do you tell me about moons from 2024? Oh my God. What's up, Maria Agnes Quinn? I want to know if there's a full moon tonight, Siri. Don't let me down. It's depressing right there. We used to be able to ask Siri questions. Hey Siri, set an alarm for 5:30 a.m. It's an iPhone. Mine does the same. This is an iPad from 2023. Pretty badass though, but keeps updating and doing weird shit, putting weird fucking apps on my we gotta just breathe out the bad energy. Siri's working worse than Google Assistant. Yeah. Absolutely. Fucking I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. It's nice for setting an alarm. You know? I guess. Yeah, guys, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. You guys are our only hope. We're pretty much shadow banned all the time and stuff. YouTube don't like us. So, if you could help us share it. Siri is our personal Jarvis. Yeah, she still listens. Go away, Siri. Go away. Wow. I turn around, she's still there. Looking up crazy shit. I smoked weed today and got brain fog. I guess it's okay. Yeah, frogs in your brain. Frogs in your brain, frogs in your brain. Is Catherine leaving? Oh, okay. Sorry, Catherine. You sleep good. Thanks for coming in. 8:40 in the morning. Impeach Trump. I like that, I guess, but can we just have a do-over? And did everybody learn their lesson yet? No more billionaires in charge of the country. Kind of makes sense in hindsight if you think about it. You know what I mean? Probably not the best person to put in there when most of us are poor. The majority of us is not billionaires. So I feel like our political system just went through its bling bling phase. And now we got to get into mumble rap phase. Guy looks like he listened to Slayer and tried to hide it his whole life. Me? Or are you talking about Trump? I didn't try to hide it, motherfucker. That's interesting, though. Like I said, you meet us halfway, man, and we'll be cool to you, but you guys are kind of weird. The Epstein files are fake. I mean, nobody wants to talk about the temple they had built down there. They had a fucking temple built on this island. The most important thing is don't fuck with the kids. But why the fuck you got a temple built down there for worshiping some weird ass deities, some idols? CIA is watching you? I don't care. Imagine that. Hello, zombies. Yeah, I don't care. They're doing a lot of things to me. They're putting fluoride in my water and circumcising babies. It's disgusting. What the fuck's going on in this world? When you turned 47, did you feel like your body started disintegrating? No, being honest, not really. A lot of shit's happened to me since I've been here in the desert climate. But no. You got to look at how what I was doing in my 40s. I was riding a bicycle all over fucking New Orleans delivering and shit. And dumpster diving. They're dumbing us down before the slaughter. Cool. What is the CIA? Are they related to ICE? It's a privatized army that our ruler fucking put together to take out all these supposed violent immigrants. But the problem is they only have like a 48-hour training period, and they give them fucking guns and send them in the street, and they're underneath an illusion. So it's not been working out. My face just looks real and right. My face is real. Hillary Clinton is in the files. Oh, yeah, dude. They're all fucking weird, guys. You know this. We talk about it all the time. They're all fucking weird. Do you know who Donald Trump used to hang out with? The Clintons. I mean, don't put billionaires in charge anymore. That's probably a good idea. You need a working man's president. You know, if you're going to go country and you want to make America great again, you should pick somebody better. Because Trump wasn't even that good as a businessman. You know what I'm saying? He's had bankrupt, many different divorces. His father run hotels that were for segregated people. I mean, there's probably so many skeletons in Donald Trump's closet we can't even imagine. But we do know that billionaires do some weird shit and have weird sexual desires and worship fucking gods on islands in weird temples. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised there were some sacrifices down there on that island. What is it called? St. James or something? And the country must accept their actions or they would be in prison. Yeah, but you can't put a billionaire in prison, my friend. So maybe we shouldn't elect them because they're kind of untouchable. Justice is bought all the time. All the time. Just remember that. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what side they're on. They're all fooling us, and we let them fool us. So when I see you hanging out in the back of your pickup truck at a Trump rally, I feel sad for you because I realize you've been brainwashed by a guy who's going to treat you just as bad as any of them will treat you. Okay? Yeah, anybody can pay their way out of court. So if you have $1 billion fucking dollars, that's not somebody you want to put in charge. Yeah, that's what makes me sad, Tony. You call him King Trump. We live in a democracy, my friend. Why are you giving away our fucking democracy in this country? You really want a king? Then you're going against the Constitution and what we stand for here. Doesn't seem like maybe America is cursed in some way and we just can't have democracy. What freedoms have I lost? Well, I'm probably not going to have any kind of food benefits anymore. And I'm trying to find a job. I don't know. I call him Trumpenstein. He's a servant of King Belial. Is that what you're saying? A British point guard. 5'9" decent stamina. I have elite court vision. Similar to LeBron. Huh. Finding work isn't hard. Okay, Ryan. Well, all right then. So you were mad that Trump took your free stuff? No. I'm mad that Trump's a pedophile and he started a fucking secret police force that's not too secret and they're out killing fucking citizens. I don't care about the other shit because I'm an anarchist. What's up, Ty D8064? You voted for Trump? That's cool. At least you voted. But just know this: there ain't gonna be no vote anymore. If you guys, anyways, there ain't no point. And then somebody said, "Fuck Trump." Yeah, well, I say fuck them all. He ain't no fucking king of mine. I wasn't born in a monarchy. We were born in a democracy. You guys don't even like the word democracy, and you don't like, what the fuck? Your grandpa's died for it. I don't understand. But that's where we're headed. That's what the people want. We used to say fuck the government. I still do. Don't tell the government though. You're damn right, Grizzly Moto. I'm circling an A all the time. You weren't born in a democracy? Well, that's what I was told anyways. But you might could have a point, considering that they fucking shit all over the Constitution all the time. But indeed, my friend, we adopted a democracy when we run from the C of E, the Church of England. Fuck Trump and all of them. That's what I'm saying, Kronos. Why am I gay? Because being sad just isn't worth it. It's tearing me up inside. Why would you say you're gay? What makes you the gayest? I think about the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh yeah, they forced me to do that every morning. That's one trippy hoodie. Big fella. Well, thanks there, little guy. I like your style too. I'm from the UK. Trump hasn't brainwashed anyone. Anyone that opposes him or siding with radical Islam, not realizing what they kill, and you take over and current and in the middle of fit in the UK. Okay, cool. You love Donald Trump. I got you. All these fools are mad and weird and super fruity. All these politicians work for the same goal, and they're trying to fool us by using the two-party system. Well, these motherfuckers want to take away the two-party system. And they want to make Trump a king. Does that make sense to you? Plus, they're seeing all kinds of crazy stuff when Donald Trump tells them they're not seeing what's really happening. You know what I mean? And they're killing people in the streets. That wasn't going on until he had that happen. And those weren't wall jumpers he killed. Those weren't what'd you say? Might as well call the island Little Saint Gay, full of rich sodomites. There's a lot more going on there, and they ain't talking about it, and that's interesting to me. There's a giant temple on that fucking island. Ginormous. And we never talk about it. We never talk about it. Why don't we ever talk about the temple of Epstein? I had some incense going. Some rain incense. It smells like rain. Do you guys know how powerful aromatherapy is? But it really just smells like soap. You're living in a matrix? Yeah. Baby sacrifices. Damn, Jack, that's hard to imagine. Now let's think about our presidents and all these entertainers that were going down there for baby sacrifices. It's pretty disgusting. Thank you, Robert. In World War III happens, I'm joining the United States military. Man, you're fucking, and then you said you ain't brainwashed. What the fuck you talking about? Law enforcement seems to form a brotherhood, but also prevent accountability in the law for applying fully to them. No, you want to know what they financially do to us? $1 million lawsuits because their fucking police ain't fucking doing the right thing. That's the problem in this country. State to state, fucking city to city. You got fucking police fucking doing horrible acts and committing crimes, by the way. There's no shortage. And they're costing the taxpayer millions and millions of dollars in law settlements. Some people win the cop lotto, yeah. Some of them pay with their fucking spines too, and they're in wheelchairs and shit. I'm in UK, you don't understand. If your side gets in power in the States, your country got taken over, do you want to be a minority in your own land? The fact that you're thinking like that, instead of just being in your own land, is probably part of your problem. But I don't know, I'm not from the UK. But you're making definite statements about where I'm at, brother. And listen, you got all the right to come over here and serve for our army if you want. I'm not disputing that. Have you ever heard of psychological operations, PSYOPs? Oh yeah, I think YouTube's running one on me daily. I'm the only one, man. I'll be crippled to set my family up for generations. Damn, Salmon Hammer. That's crazy. I don't know if I'd do that. It's happened to my country. I'm just saying it'll happen if the leftists get in control of America. Who told you that? You think there's a threat of the leftists getting in control of the United States? They all got control. Both sides. It's always been like this. It's always been like this. Federal Reserve crashed by rich cucks. That's true too. Our government's partially shut down right now. I'd like to understand why all those people want to come to the U.S. Why don't they fix their own country and stay where they started at? Boom, Joe Balls. You got a point. You just dropped a bomb on us. Because people are fickle. It doesn't matter where they're from. Everybody wants a customized blowjob. Fucking, and they think they're going to get it when they walk through fucking Ellis Island or whatever. It ain't that fucking whack. Our shit's complicated over here. Why hell you could bring your British ass over here and get fucking hooked on drugs or something. You know? Maybe you ought to stay where the hell you're at. He's got a point. But he's afraid of immigrants taking over his place in the UK, so he's ready to run out, I guess. And they ran back in the day too. That's how we get our little Thanksgiving Day story about how we came over here to work with the Indians and the Pilgrims sat down and broke bread. They don't talk about all the crazy shit that we did to them and how we took them systematically committed genocide here. And America is kind of built on a bunch of lies, one after another, like a shit layer cake. You know what I mean? So, but my point is, since we've come this far, and yeah, you know, we're no better than the worst fucking monsters of history. But can we just follow the damn Constitution now? I never seen people act so crazy. It's really a mental disease. You got people thinking the Democrats are trying to do this, and then the Democrats saying they want to kill the Republicans, and then fucking, it's madness. You guys need to wake up. And also, man, like, what gives you the right? If you say you want to vote and you want to be part of this thing, do you think you can fucking just wipe out the fact that we're a democratic country? That doesn't mean we're Democrats. It means democracy. It means you got a choice. It's pretty bad here in England. I know they got machetes. They're running around like crazy, but you guys are underneath the king and the queen. People have been running from Britannia since the beginning of time. The Dutch and the British have fucking stolen land fucking since they could steal it. I don't know. I feel for you, man. If you guys want to come over here, I mean, you got my blessing, but I don't think it's going to be as great as you think. I mean, maybe you should come over here and fucking move to Texas and wear boots and cowboy hats and shoot guns. You guys can't do that over there. All I'm saying that is that I'm seeing in real time how radical Islam is. Yeah, do they have Shari law or whatever? I seen that girls over there got a fist fight with fucking Islamists and shit in the streets. And they hack each other with machetes and cut you with the credit card. And everybody's eating fish and chips. See what I'm saying? I don't know shit about England, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can all make stereotypes. Yeah, you want to come over and do some American chicks, and I wouldn't mind going over there and doing some English chicks. You know what I'm saying? And chicks really dig English accents. And I don't know, me personally, but I mean, I dig fucking British chicks' accents too. You're trying to warn American type shit. These motherfuckers won't listen, maths debater. They ain't gonna listen to you. They're all fucking under mind control over here, dude. They're ready to fucking go complete civil war over some dumbass shit. Our president's dumb, by the way. He might be good at billionaire stuff, but he is not, you know. And when it kicks off, I'm not fighting for the same leaders who caused the mess. I'd rather pledge allegiance to the American flag. Damn, dude, that's probably treasonous under British law or something. They'll put on their white wigs if you tell them that. You better keep that to yourself. You're going to abandon Britain and come to the United States? I got news for you, homeboy. They've been in bed since day one. I think that's a psyop. I think the whole fucking leaving England to start a free land over here is starting to sound like a bunch of bullshit to me. I think it was just another way to conquer. It was a new business name, and everybody wanted a piece of the freedom. They're over here poisoning us with artificial shit. Every one of these American men have fucking plastic in their ball sacks and shit. Microplastics and fucking cancers and who knows what they're spraying on us. That's the thing, we don't know. And if your government lied to you once, they've lied to you forever. Just remember that. You're like that guy that fucking keeps taking his girlfriend back when he knows she's getting gangbanged. I don't want to be a cuck. At least let us try the lie you've told us about since we were children. At least let us believe in democracy and try to work for it. And hey, everybody here is an American, and we're made up of many different races and religions, and let's all try to get along and be tolerant. Okay? These people come here, they need to start learning our language because these folks come here and they don't know any English. Then I got to try and work with them, and it's like communicating with a cat. Oh, man. Well, it's all about tolerance. That's very true. The stuff you have to eat, like cereal, actually banned here. Oh, yeah, they give us fucking weird dyes and shit. Fucking, you guys think I drink Mountain Dew? Do you know why? It's cheaper than fucking water, dog. I grew up knowing that. You got to buy water twice in this country. Everything's fucked up. They play with you. Just when you think you got it figured out, everything changes in this country too. This douchebag comes in, he's like, no more Obamacare. No more of all these things you were used to for a minute ago. Now we're going to change it all up again. New regime change. Everything's changing. Now they're shooting people in the streets because they think they can give this guy a 48-hour training class. He comes out in his jeans with tactical fucking police officer shit on. Sometimes beer's cheaper than Mountain Dew. That's true too. Yeah. We got a real problem with our water in this country. Why can't we have clean fucking water no more? That pisses me off. Is this stream AIDS free? Huh. AIDS free. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Our fucking president's a fucking pedophile, and he went to a pedophile island where they did pedophile shit with the temple there. And we're just going to pretend like that ain't true? I think that's crazy. That ought to go down in the history book there. 2025, 2026, the whole country fucking started being delusion, having a mass delusion that things that were true were not true, all because a guy with fake fucking hair told you so. It seems like you could get AIDS here. And you could get banned for being dumb and talking about AIDS. I think in some ways you're opening the gateway to getting AIDS. It sucks that the people are the ones that have to pay for it. Yeah. Stop making them rock stars. Stop hiring billionaires. I'm not telling you what to believe in. You got every right to be Republican or Democratic, but stop putting fucking people who are fucking megalomaniacs in charge. Obviously, it doesn't work out. The first term wasn't too bad, but then he fucking started talking about our election process. He started fucking trying to say our votes weren't. I mean, it's just one thing after another, and if you can't see it, it's because you don't want to see it. And I think you don't want to be wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. We was wrong about motherfucking Obama. He did just as much killing and fucked up shit too. But he gave everybody a telephone and we had health care until the Republicans come along and said, oh, we can't call this Obamacare no more. We must change it. No, we don't need to change it. We don't need to change the shit that's been working. Just so some megalomaniac can get an ego rush. I did it. I made America great again. Well, yeah, if you're going to just shoot everybody that opposes you, I guess, invoke martial law like Robert's saying. Trying to get a third term, which is 100% unconstitutional. I don't have any problem with the Republicans. I think that I share a lot of views with the conservative people, and I can understand where the Democrats are at. This is why in the 80s, I decided to be an anarchist, because it made more sense to me. Somebody explaining it to me philosophically that it don't matter. There's evidence that Venezuela made software for the Dominion machines that were used to steal elections all over the world. I mean, whatever, but that motherfucker took it to the extent that people were trying to climb into our nation's capital and fucking cause a problem. That was because of him. Y'all didn't do that on your own. You did it because he said that they were rigging it. Trump loves to sign executive orders. Yeah, man. They all do. They're all fucked up. Lest we forget Nixon. I think MAGA is not as popular as it once were. I don't know. There's people that mindlessly follow that shit and you can't get through to them. They think you're trying to fucking cause a liberal agenda or something, and I'm not. I'm just telling you that he sucks. And he's killing us. And he's doing it right in front of our face. And you notice when he gets his little ego boost, he gets even crazier. There was one thing after another. Then he starts talking this crazy shit about how he's going to get a third term. No, you're not. You got to go. MAGA LBGTQ movement is growing rapidly. That's cool. I don't know why, but hey, it's not me to criticize. That's why we have a democracy. Everybody has their right. Listen, I'll tell you something else coming straight from my grandpa, all right? You don't got to tell anybody how you vote. It's your right as a human. You don't have to explain it to nobody. You don't have to explain it to me. You vote the way you want. When all the people get together that voted, and that's the way it is. Right? You ain't got to tell me. My grandpa lived in a time where they didn't run around and tell each other how they voted. And, so sometimes maybe it's better to keep your mouth shut. All of a sudden it became a football fan thing. I'm on this team. I'm over here on this team. Look at me, proud. This is me. I'm on this team. That's kind of inciting problems with the other side, huh? You know how you go to a high school football game and the people on the other side are like, fuck you and fuck you? Well, they get that out of you through the politics. On January 6th, there was estimated over 1 million people in protests. Out of all the people, 900 some folks were arrested that day, like less than 0.001% of the whole. I don't know. It was a dark day for us. You don't go doing that to our government. Just like if somebody tried to do something against Trump right now. I am not for that. That's what it means to be American. That's what you guys are missing. No matter who's in office, that's our president. And that's what we founded this country on and what people died for. Okay, so talking about killing each other and making everybody Republican or making everybody liberal, or you're playing into their pocket, man. It's all a bunch of bullshit designed to fuck your head up. And you're out there in the streets, yay, team. It's no different than football or anything else. Everything was changed on the day that you guys got him elected. And I think a lot of people just didn't want Kamala Harris in there because she was a fucking loser. I dig it. I wouldn't want Kamala Harris for a president either. But we didn't have any choice. There was no choice there. Until the American people have a good choice of candidates for both sides, I mean, what do we got? We got trash. You don't need to put a gazillionaire in fucking charge. And Trump's made even more money while he's been in office. I don't understand this worship, man. It's kind of spooky. It's kind of spooky that we'd lift this guy up so high, but we don't even relate to him. Maybe it's because everybody wants to be Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Maybe these people want to emulate him, but he don't give a fuck about us. He's not going to give you he's not going to give you anything. We're probably going to be in a war because of his dumb ass. And that's who we picked to represent us. Anyway, stop threatening him, Put him in fucking jail for pedophilia. If it doesn't happen, then you should know your justice system isn't real either. Think about that. He's a felon? Yeah, he claimed bankruptcy. Yes, 100% true. He told him grab him by the pussy. He told people his daughter was a hot piece of ass. Melania is completely in all them pictures too. He hung out with the Clintons and they're evil as fuck. He switched his fucking party affiliation many times. He's a fucking flip-flopper. And overall, he just don't give no fucks. You put a fat kid in the candy store. Now he's running around making us look like shit all over the world. But, these are the politics of the time. But I get it. I wouldn't have wanted to vote for Kamala Harris either. She didn't even do her job as vice president. She didn't even try. You know, so when they pushed her up to be the nomination, or however you say it, I was like, holy fuck. Like, we're going to get Trump. Because how many idiots would vote for Kamala to be president? Behind what? Behind that fucking Biden was with Obama? So we put Biden in. He don't even do shit. And now we're going to fucking put in his dumb bitch that didn't do shit? What do you and your daughter have in common? Trump said sex. See what I'm saying, dude? This dude's weird as fuck. Don't fucking take it lightly that he was at Epstein Island, because they were worshiping some fucking devil down there, and they was doing weird shit to kids, if not sacrificing them. Where's the evidence of that? Why'd they have a temple? Jeffrey Epstein seemed like the type of guy to have I mean, come on, man. Think about it. That's what these fucking weirdos do for fun. It's the Billionaire Boys Club. They did it out on an island with some type of CIA operative, because he was just trying to get pictures of him doing anything wrong so that he had leverage on him, which is how he made his money and how he worshiped his God. It's too bad that our 100-year relationship has been destroyed over one man's actions. Who are you talking with specifically? Are you talking about with Greenland and Denmark and that stuff? Or are you talking about, I mean, Trump brought Epstein Island to Mar-a-Lago. Pretty weird. They're doing weird shit out in the woods, fucking Bohemian Grove, dude. I kind of wonder, Kamala had that massive debt from her campaign with the Waltz. Now there's $90 billion missing from the Waltz state level government. I don't know why she was, oh God, it's unreal, dude. Bill Gates got an STD from Russian prostitutes. Yeah, I've seen that too. These people are fucked up, man, on so many levels. I feel sorry for you guys. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, like, I don't want to burst your bubble. And I know a lot of good people thought that America was going to get made great again. But these guys are fucking killing and raping our children. And they're hating on our fucking Mexican brothers. They're hating on shit it's not American. Sorry. There's no way you can twist it. But I feel you, you know, you thought you had a good idea, and so did the people that followed Obama and stuff. But how many times are you going to get lied to for generations and generations before you say to yourself, this is a failed fucking system? It's got too many holes in it, and it allows for too much ego. We don't need superstar fucking leaders or politicians. We don't need big business fucking interest involved in our fucking politics. Why do these businesses get so much pull? That's not a democracy. Those aren't even people. They're fucking businesses. Somebody better do something about it soon. They're not going to come on the media tomorrow and tell you that groceries are going to be half priced. They're just going to keep going up and up and up and up, while minimum wage stays fucking shockingly low. The working man loses again, even though he put this man in charge that was supposed to fucking fix it all. That's what makes me sad. And there are other people in other countries that want to come over here because they believe in the ideals that we set forth. And I'm just trying to tell you, it's not like that here. They're taking everything from us. And some people's lives, which is illegal. That doesn't take away from the fact that these are crimes against humanity. taking little girls down to an island, and God knows doing what with them, with a bunch of known fucking pedophiles, is a crime. And these are the people that are running our country. They get rewarded. Meanwhile, you wear shirts out there that say kill a pedophile, but your fucking president's a pedophile. He needs to go to jail. This whole ruse needs to stop. Hey P, what are you doing, girl? They're chewing on that foot. Are you eating your crunchies? Being good babies? I love you, little Minnie Mouse. Yeah. I didn't even want to talk a bunch of politics with you guys, but I think you can see what's going on. I think people are coming around. And it's not just about hating on one side or the other. They both suck. The world's everybody's kind of in fear. You ever notice that too? Every time we talk about the government, we're in fear. I think that's what they want. They want to keep everybody fucking shook up and keep it on their minds, and it distracts you from other things. We've seen some crooked shit though since this motherfucker got in office. There ain't any other way to say it. Oh, DumpStarr ain't ever going to be your boss, your master. That's not what I'm about. I just want people to open up their minds. I'm not trying to shit on your football team. I'm just trying to tell you your football teams are bullshit. That's all I'm trying to say. Equally. Fuck the Democrats and the Republicans. We need some type of reform or something. Especially if everybody's so upset. You don't want to go through this again, do you? Don't let the next guy in there fucking act like this. And a prostitute first lady? She is. I mean, that's pretty much what she was, huh? It's like to keep the country in turmoil through many outlets. Yeah. Keep you shook up all the time. Always in fear. Don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Are we going to have war? When I was a little kid, we worried about Reagan pushing the fucking nuclear missiles. Any advice on why your girlfriend smells like fish? Because her pH balance is off. You're an asshole for getting her pH balance off. You need to work on that. I recommend apple cider vinegar in a douche bag. Trump met her at the Kit Kat Club. Oh, yeah. Epstein hooked him up. Yeah, he bought her. I mean, did you think she was with him because she thought he was sexy? Let's be honest for a second. Did you think Melania was with Donald Trump because he's fucking sexy and knows how to talk to women? She was bought. She's no different than a high dollar fucking puppy, you know? There's no way he fucking scored that chick. These guys are billionaires, dude. They can make all kinds of crazy shit happen. And you'll look at him different because he got a pretty lady on his arm. It's all optics. Yep, both sides are acts, like they hate each other for the camera, then go party together and make deals that screw us and laugh about it. You guarantee he laughs about it at least 2-3 times a day. He's probably laughing. He got what he wanted. If he gets his way, he'll be in there like a king. He's already got his followers. It's almost like a cult by promising these good people that he was going to make things great again. He was down there on an island whereby I don't even know, by the FBI's investigations, there was fucking child trafficking going on down there and pedophilia. And he's saying, fuck y'all. Yeah. He don't give a fuck. Constitution, he wipes his ass with it. He knew when he was doing all these rallies and shit. He knew he had us. He's seen the desperate people out there in the little nooks and crannies of the country came out to see him. He was like the savior. He was like the shining light. He was going to do all the things that the politicians before him would not do. Sound familiar? It's the same shit Obama said. They smack us around with the tennis racket and we like it. We like it. Are you left or are you right, American people? If you didn't like this term, you're probably going to sway the other way. Trump learned well from Roy Cohn. The federal government was never meant to be this big. They were created to do work for the people. Now they work for big corporations. Yeah, and they're all over our fucking media all day long. You know what would be nice? A president that we didn't think about 24/7. Who was doing his job and was not fucking tweeting and acting like a fucking dildo. How about that? I'm old enough to remember when we had that. We knew we had a president. It came up every once in a while, but it wasn't shoved down our fucking throats and, you know, every fucking day. You got to wonder what your president's doing. Is he going to hit the fucking button and send the bomb? Is he going to blow up fucking innocent people, shoot people in the face? Meanwhile, there sure is a lot of evidence and growing evidence that this motherfucker was a criminal this whole time. Some real Scooby-Doo shit. And again, I don't want to bust your bubble. I kind of wanted to make America great again too. But this ain't it, dog. You ain't going to get it from a billionaire. And you're not also, watch and see, mark my words, you ain't going to get any justice either. Because when you're a billionaire, you can do what the fuck you want. Roy Cohn had something on everyone. Blackmail was his game, just like J.A. Yeah, blackmail's the way. They want to see you doing something weird. Come down here and go to this party with me and fucking worship this fucking deity and let me get some pictures of you with these young girls. And you know, we'll be talking to you. You might want to pay me $1 million, you know, a year or something. The problem is they have us so divided we can't come back together. Yeah. We need to remember what America was founded for. I want to wake up to the warm sensation of that distant mushroom cloud and then go dig up a fresh baked potato from your garden. Oh my God. What about voter registration he wanted from all states? Around 30 states said no. Minnesota was one of them. Yeah, that fucking cheese dick shit. You want us to leave, then you'll fucking do what we want you to do. Man, that ain't American, dude. You don't do that to Minnesota. You don't do that to anybody. Just wanted you guys to know that the whole thing's a scam. Quit feeding into it, and you know, quit putting billionaires in charge. Jeffrey Epstein's dead. Never heard of a billionaire committing suicide, right? He could have had carpet and fucking Xbox and fucking furloughs and everything. He wasn't headed to a horrible fucking prison cell. He wasn't headed there. He was headed fucking to the Billionaire Boys Club. Yeah. It's crazy, man. We don't know. Anyways, because any news we're told, we have to buy into to a bunch of liars to tell us stories that we don't even know are true. He was headed to the plastic surgeon. Maybe he was going to do a face-off and become someone else. Go back down to his island and worship Morlock some more. I mean, Morlock had already done so much for him. You know, he built a giant fucking temple. He erected a temple down there so he could do weird shit. Silver will only go so high before it's throttled by the government. Well, they're the ones that make up the numbers. You got to trust Wall Street to believe in that science. Every one of them, you got to believe in it. They're the people that set the fucking numbers. The Catholics didn't want to do it. You understand? The Catholics didn't want to be the world bankers. So you fill in the blank. What kind of little weird fucking group of people you got? There's a tunnel under that temple? I believe that too. They're eating our babies. They're doing fucking evil atrocities to our children. And your boy Trump, you know what? If Trump can't come up and let us know everything that was going on down there, then he's guilty as fucking Jeffrey Epstein. That's the truth. You got to find you a tight tunnel. Well, the problem is the tunnel fucking wants way too much out of me. That damn tunnel. I just don't want to see us fucking. We could still fucking change our country and do what they promised. We could at least try. We learn from our mistakes, right? So if we learn from our mistakes, then how can we go wrong? We've made all the mistakes in 250 years. We've done some evil fucking shit. Not us, but our country. But why can't we start and have a good country now and have real elections now? I guess the moment people started questioning our democracies when we lost it. Honestly. We can't question that shit. He also owned the island next to Little St. James, Great St. James. Yeah. He had something going on down there. And those guys didn't. We're not going to sit here and believe that some of these guys went down there to get underage pussy, but these other guys didn't go down there to get underage pussy. Are we really going to tell that lie for these guys? Are we going to make an excuse? Oh, well, he didn't do that. He just went down there and talked about golf. Really? Because it sure seems like Epstein was about underage pussy all the time. All right? He had his own jet to do it. Now, you think fucking Bill Gates went down there or fucking Elon Musk and they weren't partaking in this weirdo shit? It was pretty much everything in his life was about it. It was his currency. Great, Rev Kitty Doom. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It was his currency. That's how he made money. That's how he stayed relevant. That's how he hung out with billionaires. And they know they were getting fucking videotaped, but they paid him off. They kept him in their pocket. Bill Gates' wife left him because of his affiliation with Jeffrey Epstein. Makes sense. That's all I'm saying. This ain't one of these cases where you can make an excuse for this. Remember, Donald Trump told you he did not go down there. Now we know for a fact that he did. Same thing with Elon. They got money, though. You know what? Make them spend it. They might not ever see a day in jail, but fucking make them spend their money on fucking the world's greatest lawyer. That's what they deserve. They can't treat us like this. This is supposed to be our country for the people. And then you guys run in here and say King Trump. You're supporting fucking pedophilia. Yeah, they had pictures of Bill Clinton with dresses on, and he was in all kinds of compromised positions. It's almost like they're laughing at us. They don't even care. They don't even care because he knows he's got enough money to stay out of fucking prison. And he's got an ego to back it. And when you got everything in the world, every fancy fucking car, you can buy all the pussy you want, they start going down there and doing weird shit. There's too much evidence behind it. And it's funny, the media won't ever discuss the temple and the goings on that was, let's hear the whole story. We know Clinton knows. We know Trump knows. Now let's let the American people know. Redacting your shit, holding back files. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Guys, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. If anybody in here can donate, we are short on the rent trying to get a job. We'll put the donation links up. Anything helps. Yeah, we don't need no more billionaire rock star presidents. Thank you very much. That's not where America's going to find its greatness again. It's going to find it through the people, man, not the rulers. Anybody tells you they want to be king, don't let them be king. It's a bad idea. It's a bad trait. The thirst for power usually doesn't bring good candidates. People turn funny when they start compromising themselves for riches. They slowly break down into some kind of ego monster. I mean, imagine every day if somebody told you was the greatest thing on earth. Elvis is the only king. Yeah, he was worshipped too. There's a lot of similarities. I mean, it's the same kind of idea. These people prop you up. They tell you what you want to hear, and then they never give it to you. How many of these douchebags told us marijuana was going to be legal? Every fucking single one of them. Do I believe in voodoo? I'm going to tell you no. I believe in Jesus Christ. Because the moment you start believing in voodoo, that's the moment you believe in voodoo. You have to pick what you want to believe in. Same's true with politics or anything. Once you sit down to play the game of Monopoly for that fucking green money with a eyeball and a pyramid on it, you're pretty much indoctrined. So best thing to do is stay away from it. I've seen some documentaries on it, pretty scary. Yeah. But nothing stronger than Jesus Christ. He's all you need. Believe in him and everlasting life. Don't mind your high thoughts. I don't mind them. You need a Trump voodoo at all? Well, then you would be adhering to the principles of voodoo, which means that you got to follow the rules of voodoo, much like politics. It's interesting that you bring this up because politics and voodoo are synonymous. It's the same type thing. God didn't grow them on politics on this earth. That's mankind. Same thing with voodoo. See what I'm getting at? There ain't going to be no voodoo stronger than God because everything is a part of God and created by God. But if you get going down some crazy fucking pathway in your mind, be it one of the many occult type things, then that's the science you're underneath of. That doesn't mean that you have magical powers. You've got psychological powers over people. They'll start seeing things, hallucinate things for you. They could see somebody shoot someone in the back 5 times and see a whole different story. It's pretty easy, man. I mean, gaslighting is magic. Narrating somebody's life or trying to telling a lie is a form of magic. We're all here under a lie. We're all here under a lie that we was running from the Church of England to get away from oppression. And what do we do when we get here? We oppress a bunch of motherfuckers. See how a lie is like magic? You got a bunch of Christian people standing around, and I come along, and I'm a devil worshiping freak. Okay? You know it's not right to tell a lie because you're a Christian motherfucker. And I come up and I tell you, I'm a Christian too. Because I don't mind lying. And there you go. Real estate. Let me sell you this piece of land. You want to buy it? I don't even have ownership of it, but I'm going to sell it to you. Some of you understand what I'm saying. Some of you might not get it. I try to tell people this all the time, but this is the essence of my anarchy. That whole fucking world out there beyond this motel room is part of the fucking system. Is the system organic, and does it help with the cycle of the earth? Fuck no. It's man-made, full of holes, and all it does is lead you to loving and wanting more. That's all it is. And I want some too. I'm a slave to the fucking, as much as you are. I want my Mountain Dew and Siggies. It's all founded on one big lie. They had to kill the indigenous people off of this great land before they even started. And were they running from England? Or was it a bunch of greedy motherfuckers that wanted more? Because if you come out west, you'll see where they fucking hunted for gold over and over again. The system can suck a fat one. Right on. I can dig that. Yeah, good night, Jack Cat. We've been lied to since day one. We're the batteries that run this shit. We're the workers that run this shit. That's why I vote nationalist for life. But you don't have any voting power to change everything when the most people are following some kind of tradition. These parties that we believe so much in, one being liberal and one being conservative, do you know that they even flip-flop? Do you know over history that both of the parties have flip-flopped like crazy? You know, the one thing that never changed is the fucking rich fucking billionaires and the corporations. These people flip-flop all over. They're like fucking flipping and flopping right now. But at least they gave us the choice of 2 people. It's against searing kids. I don't know what that means. Anti-natalist against sirring kids. What is sirring? Is that making somebody a sir? Procreation? You don't want us to procreate? Wow. Well, okay. You got your right, you know. You think people should stop fucking and procreating? You're going to have a problem there because poor people are going to keep fucking. They're fucking more and more every day. Especially if you ain't got, you know, anything else better to do. You're probably going to procreate a lot. Not to mention you're making a woman fight her most natural of what word am I looking for? I mean, they do have a womb, and we do have penises. Against procreating. I can smell you through the stream. I know you can. I know you can. You told me so many times that you have the ability to smell through the fucking phone screen. You just said this life is a scam. No, I said our government's a scam. This life's amazing, and I love God for it. You ever gone out and seen how beautiful this earth is? Or fell in love or any of these things? I never said life's a scam. It hurts. It's a testing ground. It's a giant test, obviously. You can see the pattern. Crazy things happen, right? It's because we're being tested. I mean, you're just seeing man, at the end of the day, you're just seeing man run amok and try everything he can to fucking be God. That's what we're watching. We're watching a bunch of people who want to be God. What's up? I'm Steve Dave. Hope you're doing well. Man is the devil. Well, the devil hangs out, you know, down here, but he don't like us either. It's a whole fucking weird, paradoxical yin and yang, good and evil, you know. You best believe, though, you know, since I've gotten older, that whole thing about money is so true, man. Money really is the root of all evil. It's the lie that holds this system together here that we're all underneath of. It's the monopoly game we were all raised and indoctrinated under. It's the whole reason Daddy goes out the door at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning to work. Because we all want that money. And it's got all their fucking weird gods and stuff on it. Rome all over again. This is how Rome Empire felt. Yeah, but only thing about Rome is it lasted thousands of years. We're only 250 years into this fucking experiment. This is where we better have our head on a swivel. Because there's all kinds of people who are trying to take advantage of you. And you know what? They wanted to lie to the fucking Indians and fuck them up. Now, do you think that they didn't do that to us too? That's what kind of gets me. There's a lot of white people that think they're fucking special or something. No, you're just going to be the last one. You're the bitch that does their dirty work. That's all. They don't care about you either. I should start a commune. That dream fucking was destroyed my first anarchist collective when I figured out I was living with Nazis. Yeah, that was a heartbreak there for me too. I finally got to be around some other anarchists and learn from them in an art collective, and I ended up finding out that the people who were so anarchist were actually racist fucking Nazis. And every chance they got, they wanted to prove it to me. Money is a tool, too much of it, and it inflates the ego. We worship it. I need some right now if anybody wants to donate. We're short on the rent once again. So you see, I'm not any better than anyone else. I'm not trying to put anybody down, but we're all worshiping this money more than we are God. And Jesus knew it. He turned over the tables. Very interesting, man. I was listening to Malcolm X, and he was saying that was very hesitant of the white liberal. You know why? Because they're wishy-washy. They're wishy-washy, dude. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They go from one fucking thing to the next. Nothing ever gets done. You know the best way to destroy a movement? From the inside. It's nothing to dye your hair fucking green and go into somebody's little commune or whatever and start fucking forcing discontent and fucking lies and pitting people against each other. A fucking total psychological mind fuck. It's easy. It's easy to throw a brick and fucking blame it on Antifa. But people don't understand there is no Antifa. These are people with hearts. But if I want to gaslight you, they're fucking criminals and fucking terrorists. So I slowly trick you into believing that protesting is wrong. And then you start doing crazy stuff for your fucking tribe, you know? Like believing the lies. And you might even shoot your neighbor if they tell you to. If they came to you and said your neighbor's a liberal and he's trying to undermine the government, it's your duty, Bob. Go take him out. And you're going to believe it. Because I spoon-fed you from the beginning. Here, take a little spoon. Yeah, I know it looks like a lie, but it's not that bad. Here, take it. Here's another one. Is it getting easier? Yeah, you're getting used to it. It's an acquired taste, right? There you go. Now, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy now? Say the word and the trigger's pulled. All they had to do was come on TV and say COVID virus, and everybody ran out and put a needle in them. And they even told you, they said, hey, this needle, it ain't really been tested yet. You better take it. It's for the greater good. We're going to fire you if you don't take it. Because there's a fucking super virus out there. We're shutting it all down. And everybody got scared. I got scared. Fucking hair went up on the back of my neck. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to die alone without a ventilator. What do I, my friends don't want to talk to me because they're sure I got coronavirus. Stay 6 feet away from me. Make sure you're wearing a mask over your face. It just took a couple words on the TV and the whole country dropped what they were doing. The fucking stocks went down. Fucking businesses boarded up. It was pretty easy, and they know it. And if you let this other shit slide, you let this other shit slide. Oh, thank you, Joseph Richardson. God bless you. We need the help. It didn't show up here, but I'm going to look. Thank you, brother. If anybody wants to donate, we do need help. Maybe it'll show up in a minute. I hope so. That was a weird time. Crazy about to be 6 years. Yeah, and it changed every one of us. I've seen changes happen to us socially, psychologically after that. Thank you, Joseph Richardson. I hope it shows up. We appreciate it. I don't see it here. Maybe it would. No. That's just stage one. I know. That's MV cards, huh? What's up, MV? That's all I've ever been trying to say to people. Don't think of me harshly. Don't think I'm trying to burst your bubbles. Don't think of me as a liberal or a conservative. I just want you to think outside the box and fucking look at this shit. That's all I'm saying. I think we need guns. And do I think something crazy will happen in 2050? Every 25 years is when shit happens. Yeah, that's what's up, Jamal. I got linked here. What's up? Evil politicians, right. They've been laughing at us from the beginning. Your worship just makes them laugh harder. They're like, look at these motherfuckers out. You see what I got them? Hey, Bill Clinton, come here. You see what I got these motherfuckers to do? Oh, I know you're right, Donald. Yeah, I know you're right. Ain't it great being a billionaire? Let's go to Epstein Island, where all the other weirdos hang out. Do I want to party the next time you're in Carson? We could drink and smoke, see what the night takes us. I'm down to hang out. I don't know about drinking. I don't know. Yeah, I'm down to collaborate, hang out. They work together to support each other's paychecks. Do you think the Earth's population will ever become too much? Well, that's something that's on their mind. Georgia Guidestone, fucking, Bill Gates used to say it a lot. I don't know if he slowed down on that one, but yeah, I'm down. Hit me up in my email, kitty. But yeah. Oh, you have to be 18. I'll say that. I hope everybody here is 18, to be honest. And let's put the donation links in the chat again too. If anybody wants to help us out, maybe we can last here on. Bill Gates was in them files. I know. There's a bunch of them in it. That's what I was saying, Jamal. Let's think about it this way. Can we really make an excuse that these guys went down there and they didn't do some weirdo devil worshiping, child sacrificing and fucking? See what I mean? Like, I can't believe people. Oh, there it is, Joseph. Thank you, brother, for the donation. I just got it. You guys heard it. Oh, thank the Lord. Whew. Thank you very much, Joseph. Or was it Joseph? Yep. It's my new friend, Joseph. What the fuck? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Let's not make excuses for these billionaires that they went down there and oh yeah, they sat there and didn't do this stuff. We know they did. And Trump, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, a bunch of rappers, Jay-Z, Pusha T, fuck, you might as well just throw them all in there. God knows how many people went down there. Yeah, shouts out to Joseph. Thank you very much, dog. I appreciate you, and I won't forget it. Because we are on the ropes. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph, and thank you, Jesus. And I don't say this shit because I have an agenda. I say this shit because I just don't want this to happen for the future, man. We could have a good America where people of every color could just be themselves and be American. We're all born here at this point, except for newer people that are coming. We don't have to take this shit from these fucking assholes no more. The powdered wigs set a constitution together to fucking all men were created equal. Bring us your tired, poor, fucking whatever. Now let's make it a fucking reality. And then we'll have a fucking good future. When I was a kid, we were scared the nuclear missiles were going to go off every night. They kept us in fear with it. It don't have to be that way, man. I know I don't want to sound hippie because a lot of people are against hippie type shit. But, the best way is love. And Jesus. Jesus first. This isn't doing anything for any of us. We're just all miserable, scared, and fucking against each other. Telling each other fairy tales that this guy here is fucking no good and this is the only way. Fucking learn to be understanding. We can do it. The only magic we're under is them. And guess what? Like I said, it's just a lie. The only magic they got is a lie. Let me tell you a lie and you believe it. Here's some smallpox blankets. Here's alcohol. This is what a shotgun does. Where did I find my religion? I feel it inside. It's faith. And I'm tolerant. I went places. I went to different temples and things. I went to different churches, all different types of churches. I've never been scared to walk into a church. I was even looking for the satanic church at one time. I know what the fuck's going on. It's pretty easy to see it. I mean, I'm not trying to act like a know-it-all. I'm just telling you. I've gone out and looked into it. And I looked into myself. And I'm not perfect. And I pray for forgiveness every day. Amen. But there's people worshiping owl fucking gods and shit and eating our babies and stuff. Remember when that Pizzagate shit went down in Washington D.C.? Do you know how many how many kids disappeared in Washington D.C.? I mean, these things all fit together like a puzzle. That's what these weirdos do. That's the high they're looking for. So, I mean, I didn't really find my religion. And I had a grandmother who was super religious and very, what's the word can I say? She was very saint-like. She was like devoted. She even fucking, I gotta quit cussing when I say this stuff, but she even like took care of the church. Yeah, devoted. What's up, Mr. Trev? Shouts out to Canada. My grandma impressed me with how much faith she had. And she always told us, you know, she wanted us to know that God was the most important. So I always felt it inside me. I've had my prayers answered. So for me to diss God and pretend like he hasn't operated in my life and kept my dumb person alive all these years, I'd be a liar. I'd be a liar. I've seen God work. I can't deny him. And sometimes seeing so much evil also reinforces my faith because I know there's a God. I met the people that worship the devil. They're pretty serious too. And guess what? If they're worshiping the devil, then they believe in God. He's who they're running from. I'm running towards God. You see the difference? Everybody wants to get mad at God. They don't appreciate God. So they do crazy stuff like cut themselves, want to get into magic and want to curse God. No, man, you're missing the point. God's awesome. God's winning this war no matter what. Because God is the great I am. He was the first one and only. It's almost like he took pieces of himself and created us. Here you go. You know why? So he could see what we would do with free will. Like I said, I'm not trying to burst your bubble. You ask me a question and I answer it. This is how I found God. Almost through the opposite of God, I found God. Why would all this evil be going on all around us? You think it's just a coincidence? It ain't a coincidence. It's an agenda. And everything's happening just the way they said it would. Isn't it? Down to those little funny symbols on the back of that money that we're all trying to grab, crawl over each other to get. Give me it. Give me it. I want it all. Hell, even the preachers lose their minds. Did you ever notice that? I guess I currently have more hope than faith. Crossing my fingers more or less. Happy for you though, living by the golden rule at the moment. Really should try to be good to people. Help people out when you can. See through these iniquities. I don't know what would happen if somebody gave me $1 million. Maybe I'd become corrupt. I don't know. But I know I am where I am. I'm God's child. And I got to work from there. And he wouldn't have put all these things in my life. A, if he wasn't real. B, if I wasn't on the right path. He makes a impression on me on the daily. It's the whole reason that I'm here. I wouldn't even bother telling you guys. I have no agenda to tell you guys this other than I believe in it. Believe that. Because, I mean, it would probably do me better not to talk this stuff in, on my channel. But you asked me, I'm going to tell you the truth. I love Jesus. I want goodness to win. I don't want the devil to win. I see a lot of fucking hurt people and shit out there. I want good things in the end. I'm tired of all this pain, depression, drugs and alcohol. This is horrible. There's people suffering. Everybody's head's fucked up. Hey, there's a long line to the psychiatrist, my friend. You won't be alone. They'd love to put you on a bunch of drugs and fuck your head up worse. Just believe in man signs and see where you end up. The prospects of God and a wonderful eternity of happiness and peace might be the way you want to go. I can't imagine wanting to stand in a lake of fire and burn your nutsack and be in anguish for eternity. That don't make sense. I want to be uplifted. I want to be brought into a place that we can't even imagine. You know? Hell yeah, JC. Yeah, I don't tell this shit to burn your bubble or bust your bubble or try to start a debate. I'm just letting you know how I feel, what's worked for me, and what I've seen in all these years. I only get a little bit of life. We have to figure out a huge puzzle in a little bit of time while we're alive. And there's a lot of evidence just through the evil that men do that God's real. Because there would never be this big of an opposition to God. And you can see it everywhere. And they're not going to talk to you about that temple. Well, I know that he has many mansions, Purple Tonka. Would be able to drink. You probably are in ecstasy just being there. And of course, you wouldn't be alive, so to speak. You'd be alive and, reborn into God. We were a piece of him. We're going back to him. There's some theory for you there too. There was no other people before God. No one created God. God created us. So obviously we're going back to our Father. And I'm sure we will. We'll feel the greatest feelings ever. We won't even have to light anything, inject anything, or consume anything. We'll just be happy. We'll be uplifted. We'll be full of the Holy Spirit, That's amazing. That's amazing. You won't need any kind of dark or dirty thoughts. I can get all this crap out of my head. I can't wait till it's gone. I can feel a little piece of it every day. If you just try, you can feel it. You can feel God with you if you just give it a chance. You don't have to be evil. That's a crazy road to go down. Trusting in man or trusting in God. I think you're better off with God, dude. To be 100% with you. When you look at it that way, how many men have let you down? God didn't do that. It's not his fault. It's man's fault. That's all I got. So. How you doing, little pig? You alright, honey? How we doing, girl? Doing alright? Yeah, I apologized if I sound preachy. I wasn't trying to, but I can't deny God. It's all I got. And I can't apologize for that either. I mean, he's been so good to me that if I go against him to try to be cool or something, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Our souls are very important in the greater picture. We're not going to be rewarded here. But like I'm not trying to preach or be like a know-it-all. I'm a sinner. I gotta ask for forgiveness every day, but I'm not going to come on a live stream where I could potentially talk to people and potentially fuck their heads up worse. So I'm always going to tell you the truth. I have to. People say a lot of things about me, but man, I'm honest. And I got God in my heart. Shouts out to Joseph Richardson for the donation. Thank you very much. And if you're still here, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Sometimes the internet gets funky. I've seen a lot of shit, man. So the idea of goodness is better to me than more pain. And why do I want to make you feel pain if I feel pain? So it just leads me to God, man. And I could do a lot better job, and I really want to. I really do. But I realized that when I was on here, there was a couple times, and I was like, dude, you gotta tell what you believe. I can't not testify. What's up, Jake? It ain't going too great, Jake. We have a lot of issues going on. Trying to find a job, trying to pay the rent, trying to keep from going crazy. You know, a lot of these things bother me, man. And it ain't, you know what I mean? I can't. So I'm just kind of stuck waiting for it to wear off. Waiting for the scary shit to wear off and make my move again and keep on trying. Even though I was born fat and ugly, you know. I mean, fuck, if I'd have been born good looking, maybe I would have never came to these conclusions. You understand? I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes. We don't have much time to look back on our decisions, you know. That's why you gotta. Jesus loves me, thank you. He loves you too, Rambo. He does, and I love him. And I don't think he's got any bad, you know, he's not trying to put anything bad on me. We got to do for ourselves. I just don't want to give you guys the wrong advice. I don't want to be the cause of any harm. I don't want to be the cause of any harm, guys. I don't want to be your boss. I don't want to be your communal leader. I don't want to have a cult. I just want to let you know that I love God and these people are evil. These people that run everything are evil, dude. It's obvious. It's not even a question. I still love my country, though, because it's all I got, too. That's another good point as well. So, all those awesome things they told us about the United States, I want them to be real. So, we're not really that much different. We're not really that much different. Our hair might look different. You might be skinny. I might be fat. We might be different ages. We might come from different countries, but we can all agree that happiness is the best thing. If not, then I don't really want to mess with you. If you're on the other side, that wouldn't make any sense. If you're into trouble and pain, stay away from me. But if you ask me about our Lord, I'm going to tell you about our Lord Jesus. He's a good. It's a good thing. It's a good story. And maybe maybe somebody will hear it. Don't thank me. Thank Jesus. What's up, Christopher? I fall off all the time. My depression makes me think all kinds of crazy shit. I got so many dark thoughts and stuff, and praying to God helps me. It helped me when I was walking on the highway. How many times I said a fevered prayer on the highway. God, please help us. Please help me in P-dubs, Lord. Please forgive us of our sins. Please help us. I heard someone say something about working to live rather than living to work. I thought that was pretty good. Heck yeah, Jake. I believe in hard work. I see a lot of slavery though too. I know that the mind control works right through the job market. I was talking to a friend the other day about, sometimes you be on a job, you see a bunch of unfair stuff, and you want to speak out, and then you lose your job. You get it? You see what I mean? So we all have that. We all have to turn a blind, turn our backs and pretend like we don't see stuff just to feed our families. Yeah, fear of getting fired. Fear of not fitting in. Not everybody's gonna, and it don't make me special to look or dress the way I do, or, but the sheep are always going to be scared of not following the way the sheep do. You're already in the system. You're working paycheck to paycheck, out multiple hours a day, and you don't have a whole lot of time for independent thought. You got to do what you got to do. You got to bow down to the fucking system. God's more important. And it always will be. And that's how they get us. They get us because we only have so many hours in the day. We only got so many years in our life. Grandma tried to tell me. I couldn't hear it when I was young because I felt like I was going to live forever. You only live a short time. And some people ain't even promised that. But it's all, all this political stuff's built on the foundation of a lie to begin with. And we know it. There's history of them doing very foul things to their own people. That's the worst thing. When you love your God and your country. We all fall short. We were born sinners. It's natural for us to do bad things. That's why we need God's grace. All we have to do is ask. And be humble enough to admit when we've done wrong. That's well said, Rambo Trey. Thank you. Thank you for that. I don't think I could have put them words. I might not have remembered the fall short part. I just know he's all I got. I think he brought that dog into my life. I think that was some kind of universal God thing for sure. She's amazing. The hoodie looks rad. Thanks. If anybody's interested in our hoodies or helping us get hoodies to make hoodies, that'd be super cool too. If anybody wants to donate for that. I put a lot of kind of evil stuff on them. But that's what's in my head. And I kind of think of it as warding off evil. But I really just want to paint angels and stuff. Yeah, it's a weird life. I feel like that's what a God-given gift too. I don't take credit for all this stuff, amazing sculptures I made, and the feeling I got from creating them. Some things in life were great. I mean, our relationships with our fellow man might be a letdown, but we can't blame God for that. That's directly related to all the shit we're going through on this earth. No wonder we can't get along. We don't know what the hell's going on. And we got all these medicines and poisons and artificial shit inside of us. That there, right there is proof of God. That we can even soldier on. You know? Every time you think it's horrible, something good happens. And vice versa. Sometimes you think everything's going to be great and bad stuff happens. I didn't like to hear that my neighbor's dog died. That kind of fucked me up. We weren't exactly best friends. But I didn't want that to happen to him. Do I have a favorite art piece? I don't know, man. I've put together some incredible things that I didn't even know I was capable of. I made an 8-foot tall fucking robot statue out of fucking scrap metal. And it really was due. And I didn't weld it either. And that thing stood up off of the table, not on its own, but because of just balance. And it stood through hurricanes. So I'd have to say that robot, that sculpture, it was more of a sculpture. It looked like a robot, you know. My sculptures were amazing. And I had a lot of fun making them, you know. And I came up with this idea to make it all uniform. And yeah, man. I didn't know I was capable of that. People, you know, I didn't have a lot of support growing up with my art. But you know, at one point, I did. I made sculptures out of trash, out of scrap metal and wire, in my own 2 hands. And people couldn't look away. People couldn't look away from these things. I made paintings on pieces of plywood I got out of the trash and sold them to people from all over the world on the streets of New Orleans and didn't even pay for a license. I've fed myself out of the trash. I've gone all over the country, and there's people I know where I grew up that never left and were always scared and have the craziest ideas of what the rest of the country's like. But I got to go out and see it many, many times. I met this dog. I could help her out, and we traveled together. We rode on buses, rode in cars, hitchhiked, walked on the highway. It's been a trip, man. I wish I could draw. I can play music, though. See? We all got hidden talents. Osterman. It's just my testimony of what I've gone through in life. You're not looking at a total loser. A lot of people want me to be in that box. They're like, here's this box, Mike. This is you. Fat loser. Weird dude. But it wasn't like that when I gained knowledge of myself. And I put effort behind it. I filmed rappers on stages. I'm not even a cinematographer. Like, I'm not a videographer. I've done things way outside of my box, way outside of what my first grade teacher told me. What's up, Magnus Forte? Way different than what my brother said. Way different than what the townspeople when they called me a skate fag. I was good at riding skateboard, and I've always done art. From the time I was little. I couldn't believe it. I was building sculptures you could stand on top of. I don't have any, I didn't use any geometry or where would you choose to live? New Orleans. I just don't want to deal with Mardi Gras this year. I'm going back to New Orleans. That's where I want to die. P-Dubs is from there too. We're going back to New Orleans. I don't know. I just like it there. I like the smell of the flowers. I like walking on streets I know pirates walked on. I don't know. It's just something. I'm not looking for evil there, though. I found a lot of goodness down there. A lot of good people. You know, which is crazy because there's so many different perspectives that you could say, but love it. Being yourself will always make cool shit happen. Let the energy flow, brother. I've tuned in a few times and just want to say you're a real dude. That's all I'm trying to do, man. Thank you for that, Austin. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I didn't want to start live streaming so I could tell you guys a bunch of bullshit. I just got to be me, man. And sometimes it's not the best look because I get really depressed. And but I never let it totally get me down. And I got to be honest about this too. I mean, I lived a lot of my life out of spite. I stayed alive mainly because a lot of people wanted me dead. A lot of people hated on me, and I felt like I should fucking fight. Fight. That little town would have put me in prison, and I would have just revolved inside the prison system. I wish I'd have got out of it. If I would have been a super smart person, I would have left my town a long time ago. Because they had a place for me, and it was the prison system. They had an agenda. They had a program, whatever you want to call it. They had a slot, a box, whatever. And I could have filled that box. But I went against the grain. I went against the grain a lot. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. But getting out into the world was probably one of the best things. I always had the idea that if I could network with more people, put myself in uncomfortable situations that I wasn't prepared for, maybe some cool stuff would happen. Was I young when you first went on the road? First time I ran away, and I didn't even stay gone that long, was when OJ was in the back of that fucking Bronco. Yeah, we went to North Carolina. We just had to get out of West Virginia, man. It was just bringing us down. There's one red light. Every cop knew your name. You dated all these girls everybody else was dating. We had to go 50 miles for work, no public transportation, nobody to lift you up, man. And I stayed there way too long. I guess out of fear, comfortability. But we always dreamed of leaving. I can remember talking to my friend Andrea, who's dead now, and we would sit and talk about going to California and getting the fuck out of West Virginia. Putting your doubts aside and trying for something new has always been the best thing to do. I never would have seen the shit I did. I never would have got the confidence that I got now and the belief in myself if I never would have tried. Because everybody in my hometown was just dragging me down and sucking the energy out of me. There was no art. One person, this Virgil Wickham, rest in peace to him. He was a good dude. He took me to the tattoo parlor because he believed in me. And there really was no other outlet. Coal mines? No. I come from steel country, where we used to make steel in the Wheeling, Pittsburgh area. I grew up near Weirton, West Virginia, and all them steel mills are shut down. We didn't know anything of coal mining. That wasn't our jam. We come from a steel town. My grandpa worked at the steel mill. My uncle worked at the steel mill. My cousins worked at the steel mill. All the economy was based on the steel mill and the price of steel. And then it was gone. Bill Clinton did that. Bill Clinton ruined that. It was cheaper for, I can't remember if it was China or Japan, but it was cheaper for them to get steel from over there than it was for us to make it here. And that's when everything fell through. The economy hit rock bottom. They tried to substitute it with gambling and casinos. And they're still up there. There's still casinos up there and shit. And yeah, like I said, no public transportation, nothing for the children to do, nothing 24 hour, one red light, you know. It built some strong people, and some people succumbed to drugs and depression, and they're not even with us anymore. I caused problems up there too, dirtied my own name. You know, it was hard growing up there. And I skated, and they called me a fag. Oh yeah, they hated skateboarding. That blew the little town's mind. I had to wash 19 cop cars to get my skateboard back one time. Me and my cousin Clay. They took our skateboards, called us cunts in front of our mothers, and told us we had to wash cop cars. True story. Police were very mean about it. The townspeople were very confused and reacted, you know, like some fucking middle-aged fucking peasants or something. I don't know. They called us fags. We were fags. We were fags our whole life. I love women, and I've been a fag for fucking shit. Over 40 some years I've been a fag. And before that, they said I had mental problems. They didn't like the clothes. They didn't like us riding around on our wooden toys. They didn't like us grinding the curbs. But we got the chicks. We got the chicks, dude. They made us feel so they made us feel so out of place and alien, and that was attractive to certain chicks. You know, all we wanted to do was something. I couldn't help it. I felt drawn to it. And I was watching a documentary today about Ed Templeton, and he said the same thing. He come from abusive parents, and he found skateboarding, and that's what happened with me. You know, that's what happened to me. It taught me everything. It let me know about this little philosophy of anarchy, and not about chaos, but about the fact that all this shit's a lie. And I had my little skateboard, and I was good at it. And people, I gained friends, and was more extroverted because of skateboarding. Before that, I didn't have anything. I was just an abused kid waiting for my stepdad to come home and abuse my mom and me. So I started riding a skateboard. And somehow I became good at it. I wasn't good at nothing else. I can remember running down the wrong way on the basketball court during a game and everybody being pissed off at me. You know, I just didn't feel like I didn't fit in. Remember, I entered an art contest once. I drew a picture of a space shuttle, and they told me it sucked. They wouldn't even put it up on the wall. You know? So it was always skateboarding first. And it saved me. My mom could see it. She went and, she made sure I got boards. Her and my grandma. That's crazy, huh? Still kind of blows my mind, and I love my mother and my grandma for showing some love. Yeah, we weren't even allowed to ride bikes. They didn't want us getting in the road, But yeah, she went out of her way to get me a professional board out of the classifieds. I got a Mark Gonzalez and a Billy Ruff. Up in West Virginia, I didn't know shit what I was doing. I had no idea. All we had was a magazine. I didn't know what we were doing, but I knew we were skateboarding. I knew that board felt different than the cheap one from the department store. And then I just wanted to push. It gave me a lot, man. It gave me kids started wanting to come skate. They wanted to come downtown and meet up with us and go skate together. And I learned what it was like to have friends. And that carried me, all the way through life, really. I don't know where I'd been. I really don't. Oh, you're welcome, Austin. Shouts out to Joseph Richardson, too. Again, for the donation. Thank you so much. If anybody else would like to donate. I just like telling you guys the truth and telling you my story. That's why I wanted the live stream to begin with. It's insane how good the pro skaters are. I know, it blows me away. They got boards that don't break now. That was an oddity when I was a skater. I love it. I watch skateboarding at least once a day. And I'm sad because I don't do it. I don't do it anymore. And I never really rose to those levels of how good these kids are now. But I love everything about it. LibTech, I had one. I had a LibTech, and it didn't break. I don't know what happened to it, but it didn't break. I cannot tell you where that board went. But I had one LibTech. Had to pay a little extra for it. But now they got PAL flight decks, dude. And they don't break. And the wheels are so awesome now. The evolution of skateboard wheels is unreal. Yeah, that was me too. I was chubby and I was breaking boards all the time. I couldn't even do a board slide. The thought of doing a board slide meant my board was going to crack or break. And then you had to get money to get a new one. That's what hurt. That was the part that hurt. Fiberglass. I'll tell you what we had the Santa Cruz blacktops. I had a Baker that had the ridges in it. I had a LibTech. And I can't tell you how many skateboards I broke. Probably at least 50. What's up, Cali boy? Just chilling. Yeah, I at least broke 50 boards in my time. That was always the saddest thing, was when your board broke. And we didn't really have choice of what shape or design we got either. We would get these things from California, and you had to give them 2 or 3 choices. Yeah, no shit. We didn't really get to pick what kind of board we had. It showed up, and it was either a good board or a shitty board. I lived in Santa Cruz. No, I'm from the East Coast. I'm a Yankee. I'm from the Pittsburgh area. My town's not even on the map. They say Wheeling, but there's 50 more 50 more miles after Wheeling North, and that's where I'm from. Yeah, they don't even put us on the map. We don't even count. We don't even count. Well, Weirton did. Like I said, it was where the steel mill was. And that was right on the edge of Pennsylvania, Ohio. It was a tri-state area. And all you could do was try. Yeah. I don't know, though. It wasn't all so bad. We had some kind of country-ass moments there in that town that were kind of beautiful, and looking back on it, it was, there was a lot of pretty girls I grew up with. And, we went outside and we played and we kissed girls and played with boobs and hung out by the river. I mean, I'm not going to make it out like some of it wasn't great, but boy, if you got in trouble, you stuck out like a sore thumb. If you were trying to do something different, everybody seen you, and not all of them were behind you. And that's what a small town's like. If you needed a job, you either drove yourself or you had to find somebody that would drive you to work, because there's no walking to work, no riding a bus to work. It was a unincorporated town next to a steel town. If they were behind you, they were chasing you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They knew who the fuck you were. They see your car every day. Small population. They knew what car you were driving. You're just trying to live. And yeah, they want to put you in the system. All right, Jake, you have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, man, it was crazy. We would go to Pittsburgh to get some type of culture. And Pittsburgh ain't really the greatest place for culture either. It was very confusing, It was very hard to live there as well. A lot of fucked up highways, a lot of gasoline. You're driving your fucking worn out grandpa's car from West Virginia. I mean, it's really a miracle if you think about it. It really was a miracle. It's really mind blowing. All right, man, you're going to go to bed too? I'm going to keep being real, man. That's what I got to do, Austin. I can't come on here and be fake. It's never going to work out for me. So I decided to just let it flow, man. Kind of like documenting my life. Just documenting my life, doing some art, trying to network and meet good people. All bad people can stay confused if they want, but over here, we kind of enjoy it. All right, man, you guys have a good night, Jake and Austin. I hope there's people still here. I've been drinking an energy drink. It's gone now. We're out of soda. We might be out of benefits too. If anybody wants to donate, maybe we could get a couple bucks for soda. I think it might be too late though already. Time flies when you're talking smack on the internet. I just want to see everything get better and people stop worrying, man. It's a horrible thing when the populace is all worried, scared, I'd rather uplift people if I can somehow. Maybe pass on the good news. Make it better for me and you, Not to be hippie, but because love's better than hate, man. I don't want to hate anybody. I don't want enemies. I got accused of doing somebody's old lady today or something, and I was like, my life sucks, dude. I ain't doing anybody's old lady. And I don't know why you chose me, but I'm not messing with your girl, bro. You think I want your leftovers? It's like almost like a magnet, you know, like a magnetism towards bullshit. And sometimes it'll feel like the whole world's against you. But the best thing you can do is keep your nose clean, your doorstep clean. And, you know, I mean, people, I got accused of stealing guns one time. I'm not even that dude. Somebody just wanted to believe a lie about me. Sometimes that's true too in life. People will try to put a lie on you, and people will want to believe it. They want to believe that bad stuff about you. So it's easy for them to just fucking, you know, follow the lie than it is to be told the truth from the guy you're accused. Yeah, I've been accused of some fucked up shit. I'll never forget that guy coming to my grandma's house and asking me if I stole his guns. Bro, I don't do shit like that. You believed a lie from some other guy. Oh, I heard this. I heard it. Somebody was saying it. You. It ain't me, dog. Maybe you ought to find out where the message came from. Yeah, that ain't me. I ain't trying to steal your girl. I don't know why you would dream that up about me. I'm not even anybody. I'm not Mr. Steal Your Girl. I'm not even good looking. It's crazy how I can be so ugly and still have more confidence than these weak ass motherfuckers out here. It really is. I don't know why anybody'd want to put that on me either. It's like, what, you trying to set me up? You're making an excuse because you just want to fight with me? That sucks, dude. I was just trying to be friends. And all the time I get bit in the ass. You just got to pick up your shit and turn the other cheek and fucking move on. You're kind of already on the downward. If you're calling people up and asking them if they're fucking your old lady, like you already lost. Like mentally, you're like, you know, because I ain't trying to hear that shit. I got better things to do with my time. There's guys out there like that, though. I've run into them, you know. But you'd be best to just let them take your old lady. If she wants to go, she ain't your old lady. She's meant for the streets. But I'm not undermining you. I'm not trying to get in the way of your boo thing. You're just losing your mind. And you want to take it out on me. And then I got a problem. Then we have an issue. Now we have an issue. What's up, Ranger? Never bend, never fold. Absolutely. Will not bend and will not fold. That's where I'm at now. Learn to be unbreakable. Don't let this world get us down, you know? It really does have an effect on you, even if you say it don't. You got to worry about so many things. And there's the news trying to scare you. There's the politicians trying to scare you. And you're just trying to live. I think we can all agree with that. Just like we can all agree that a nice clean glass of water is better than a dirty one. But we don't have very good tap water in this country. I spent a lot of my life moving around, and it seems like all the water comes from freaking California. Fuck the trolls, brother. There's a bunch of bastards trying to ruin our night. Oh, I know. And I don't know if it was Evan or if it was Sir Smokeslot, but somebody was saying that You know, nobody can ruin our life if we don't let them. And that shit kind of feels like a slap in the face sometimes, but it's actually true. I just want to move on to a better place when I die. My neighbor's dog died. And you know what? We weren't best friends. I don't even know if we were friends, but it hurts. And that dog looks a lot like P. And the same age as P Dubs. And that's got me sad. I know what a good dog that dog was. Just like I know P Dubs is a good dog. And I know they love us very much. And might not even deserve it. I don't want to hear about bad stuff. It makes me appreciate her more and more. Yeah, we're not letting anybody ruin our night tonight. I can't stop people from being evil to me. If they want to take that chance, I put it in God's hands. And 9 times out of 10, God protects me. I mean, live streaming in itself gives me the best alibi ever. I mean, imagine somebody busting in this room and trying to accuse me of doing something, and I got the damn stream. Like it or not, buddy, we can prove where we've been for the last 2-3 hours, and so on and so forth. So you see, there's a bright side to every screwed up cloud. These people, they do try, though. You're right about that, Ranger. There's no shortage of troll, negative, just awful people, or people that are in an awful place in their life. That usually makes me mad too. Somebody comes back later on, they're like, you know, DumpStarr, I'm sorry, man. I treated you fucked up. That makes me even madder. And now you want penance? We got to be understanding, though, and forgive. Because we'd want the same for us. Just people. The internet did it. Technology took away the spirit inside of man that made us, men. It's hard to be a man. Everything in the world's telling you you're wrong for being a man. But I'm on you guys' side, man. We're more alike than the haters want to admit. The only difference is I wouldn't steal your identity and try to ruin your life. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't make threats just to try to see some kind of fear in your face, or to entertain, or try to make you crazy for my entertainment. I'm not doing that. I never have, and I never will. If we got problems, we solve it. Everything's around the code of man and being a man. If you can't be a man while you're doing it, why are you doing it? If you're a suicidal imbecile, do it far away from me. I'll try to talk you out of it, but I don't need that shit in my life. I don't want to. I'm not nihilistic. Want to be a human bomb that causes negativity in the world. That's insane. I can't get down with it. I almost like, I know nobody wants to hear it, but love's the best. Love, love, love. The more love we feel and show to each other, the better things are going to get. Jealousy and all this envy and all this stuff and insecurities, and man, just like that man took me to the tattoo parlor in our tiny town, just like that friend of mine at the bike shop that told me to go out and sell my art and find out what it was like to sell it. Those were blessings, man, and they changed me. I am an established artist, and I can say that proudly. Doesn't mean I'm trying to act like I'm special. I've lived off of my art. And that was a blessing from God. Amen. You can't take that away from me, man. Just because they wanted you to be in this category doesn't mean you have to be in it. Some rules you got to follow, but you don't have to believe all the BS they tell you. God's the most powerful. He's an awesome God. The demons can't even deny that. They can't even deny God's goodness. But please hit the like, share, and subscribe if you're still with me. Think about helping us out if you can. If you can't, we understand. Even a couple bucks helps us, man. Just gets us through the day. I'm gonna have to get P's nails done too. Shouts out to Joseph Richardson for the donation. And shouts out to Ranger. It's good to see you. I know a lot of people are bumming out in this world right now, and just trust in God, homies. That's the best advice I can ever give you. It'll be a better place when this place is done. Hell yeah. Well, what's up, Vincent Ramirez? What are you up to tonight, Vincent? Wish I knew Spanish better. It's crazy. I'll have to see. What did you say? Your paintings are crazy? Well, thank you. I do the best I can. I'm not, But thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah. Feels good. I love painting. So much fun. So much fun to design something. When it works out, it's even better. It's just a little thing that, I don't know, makes you smile inside or something about doing art. It comes out of somewhere, and it comes out of nothing. You write in English. It's okay, you're doing great. You're doing great, Vincent. It's all Latin. All comes from Latin, man. American's supposed to be confusing. It was all I was taught. I wish I would have learned more Spanish. But only poquito. Poquito Espanol. We're trying to, man. Thank you, Vincent. We're trying to be happy. And I wish the same to you. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I see you got a video of a zombie march. That's pretty neat. Looks like you got pets. Looks like some fun. Kitties. Pretty girls. Very cool, man. Very cool. But yeah, I don't have much in writing Spanish or being able to read it. I just learned it from doing masonry work and construction. I learned, like I said, the very little uh, Espanol that I've learned was from necessity and just wanting to communicate with someone. And sometimes it doesn't even kick in until I'm in the situation. So I can't even like. There's little things I always remembered, you know, like trabajo and aquí, ahí, allá, and abajo and arriba. Or what is it? I know gracias and por favor, amigo, amiga, comida. I know some tools like the mate and the escoba, alambre, escalado, which is a ladder. Yeah, I know those things. Pistola. It's crazy because like I didn't really think about it when I was in school, and then when I as I got older, I actually feel like now, especially, like I'd kind of like to learn it. You kind of want to learn it now that all the pressure of school's over with. I kind of like, oh, I got to find me a job. That's what we need to do right now in case we lose our food benefits and whatnot. We need to be able to feed or eat and get water is another thing too. It'd be one thing I might be able to dumpster dive, but I have to be able to afford water. I have to be able to get drinking water for me and my dog. Me and my best friend. People, let me tell you about my best friend. Her dad's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you're all doing good out there. And please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Sharing our stream will help us because YouTube has us on restrictions. Most of the time we've been streaming. We're always in trouble for something. It's not made for people that are under 18. If you're under 18, you can't be in here. And I just put the donation links up. Anybody wants to donate to me and my dog. Shouts out to Joseph Richardson for the donation. We're trying to make the rent that's coming up. We sure could use the help. And also all my art is on my shorts. You can check that out. We gift sweatshirts to people for donations. And we're running out of art supplies too. Or even things to paint on. But you got my faith in God. And trust and believe I'm going to fight till I ain't got no fight left. And I know P-Dubs feels the same way. You all right, P? Hey, P. What are you doing over there, girl? Let me get a checkup, man. I want to make sure you're all right, little lady. Little darling. I think it's been a pretty good stream, man, for a change. Kind of feels good. I kind of feel better since I talked to you guys. But I mean, it's kind of always like that too. That's what keeps me coming back. We'll go through some more struggles and we'll have some more wins, but sometimes it just beats you down. I didn't expect to be accused of messing with somebody's girl today, but I didn't even talk to her. You know what I mean? This is totally psychotic. Sometimes it'll make you think, you'll be like, why me? Why is everybody always picking on me? But then good things will happen, and how much energy do you want to put towards it? I'll tell you one thing. There's nothing in the world that could get me to screw around with somebody's old lady in a motel where I stay. You know what I mean? And anybody that knows the truth knows that my life is way more pathetic than that. There ain't nobody in here but me and my dog. And I've become quite agoraphobic because of such things. But yeah, I'm not looking for trouble. I don't want your girl. I ain't even socializing. I do art. I get on the internet, trying to find a job, trying to better myself and be a better person. So I'm not going to be like, and they say everybody's girlfriend's somebody else's girlfriend. So there's a little bit of truth there too. I mean, you're making her out to be way more important than she really is. Sorry, but that's just the truth. Because it's not what's on my mind. It does let me know who to talk to and not talk to, though. Because I don't need that kind of negativity. Those insecurities all stem from somewhere. You're not putting them on me. You're not putting them on me, brother. If you're getting in a bunch of trouble and you want to get in trouble, I'm probably going to dip. Because I got to uphold my convictions. Go in peace. How do you say it? Bioconditos. Go with God. I mean, you get puppeteered fast on some girl shit. That's why I chose to just be alone. That was my choice. Not that women are knocking my door down, mind you, just because I don't need the problems right now. And I wouldn't be able to focus on art or get a job or any things I do if I was dividing up my time trying to have a shit relationship. If it ain't going to be the most greatest, wonderful, and if birds don't start chirping and doves come down from heaven, I don't want her. I'm tired of settling for second best. If we don't fit each other like a puzzle piece and complete each other, what's the point? I'd rather be alone. Rather be alone. I can't imagine it's going to lead to a good place. Fighting and arguing, what? So we can make up every day? That's dumb. That's dumb, dude. I don't want any problems with I don't want any police problems. I don't want any personal problems. I don't need it. It took a lot of years to realize that. But that's where I'm at. And I got to see it from a lot of different angles. Some of them I was wrong. Some of them they were wrong. But right now, right here, I'd rather be alone. My dog's sick. She's elderly. I've got full reign over my domain as long as I keep it going. So why would I want to put a chicken on it? Like, not even that it's a chick, just like somebody that's going to drag me down. You know how bad that can work on your depression sometimes? Sometimes it can make your depression worse. Dealing with somebody else's fucking bullshit. So I'd rather experiment just being alone. Some people are scared to be alone. She ain't got to explain nothing, and you're not fucking ruining anybody's expectations. I actually was in love there for a little while and still cared very deeply for this person, but I also realized maybe it was better that we never did meet because I don't really know, you know, I don't really know anything. I just felt something for somebody. And sometimes that can lead to bad shit. Anyways, I've been talking way too much. Maybe that's why you guys aren't. I don't know. But again, I'm not trying to preach to you, and I'm not trying to act like I know everything, because I'm just telling you what I feel compelled to tell you. Shouts out to Joseph Richardson too. God bless you. Yeah, maybe if I keep a good policy of truth, maybe it'll work in my favor. Because I'm not really good at being evil either. That's another thing too. I think I'm better as a good person. I don't have any desire to be evil. But I do have a desire to be good. If that makes sense. Anyhow, I'm getting off here. I need a break. All right, I love you guys. And shouts out to Joseph Richardson. Probably be on tomorrow morning. Probably going to do some more job hunting though. See which one But we'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good night. And please hit the like, share, and subscribe if you can. Shouts out to all of you in the Graham Street Mafia.